These plants are one of our native hibiscus species. It's actually crazy to think that one of these big, beautiful blooms is a native species, but they are. They're found in very moist to wet areas, so along the edges of wetlands, and particularly in our area, even in areas that are slightly affected by tide, so it could be brackish. So these big showy flowers are good to observe closely to better learn the parts of a flower. So if we start from the bottom, or the outside, this green part right here, growing at the base of the flower, those are the sepals. So like if you get a bouquet of roses and you look at the base of the flower, underneath the red or the white petals, there's going to be these green leaf structures sort of clasping the flower. So those are the sepals, and then we have, of course, the white petals. If you count the parts in this flower, everything comes in multiples of 5. And then on the inside, when we look down in there, you've got both the male parts of the flower, which produce pollen, and the female part of the flower. In hibiscus flowers, those are actually joined into one structure called a GYNOSTEGIUM, which is a technical term, but that is a characteristic that you will find in all members of this plant family. So when we look down there, we can see the stamens, which produce the pollen, and then the pistil, which is also divided into 5 lobes, and that is where it gets pollinated and then turns into seeds eventually. This species has pollinators that are many different kinds of bees, but there are a few species that are actually specific to hibiscus flowers. So hibiscus bees make their living entirely just on this one group of flowering plants.